Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. Today we are going to get this house tidied up. I'm going to show you a delicious recipe where I use my own breadcrumbs. I had never done that before and it turns out really great. And then just get this house cleaned and tidied up. I need to pick up all the clutter, take care of all the spaces that I've been neglecting, and get everything nice and clean. I'm going to start in my living room and just kind of pick it up, all the odds and ends that I just have laying around, get it picked up, and then start getting it nice and cleaned throughout the space. I love it when you have a fresh, cleaned home. Everything's nice and tidy. Of course, my house doesn't always look like that, and sometimes I run around in circles just like I did, not even knowing where to start or what to do, but eventually I figure it out and I start getting it done. So I'm in my front room now and I'm just going to get everything nice and vacuumed. We have 3 cats and 3 kids, and of course the floors just take a beating, and my robot vac is not working right now, so I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. I've had it for quite a few years. It might be time to upgrade, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything nice and vacuumed and then just continue to tidy everything up. I cannot believe that summer is almost, well, it feels like summer's almost over. I guess it's because the kids are going back to school, but technically we still have a full month of summer. And so once again, our kids go back middle of August. When do your guys' kids go back? I know some people, their kids actually go back like the beginning of August, which I think it's crazy that our kids go back in the middle. I feel like when we were in school, we went back to school around Labor Day, like somewhere around there. So it was like the end of August that we would go back to school, but it gets earlier and earlier every year, I swear. Weeks ago I did a makeover in this room and I think it turned out so great. I love those curtains that are hanging up. Those are my 2 pages curtains. I often have people asking about them. They're so stunning. The linen, they're gorgeous. They're blackout. Love them. I have them pulled way back because my cats were messing with them, so I did not want them to tear them up. But I also had those in my front room when I was vacuuming. Those are the exact same 2 pages curtains. They're actually having they gave me a discount code, so I'll link that in the description below. So if you're interested in those, definitely use the discount code so that you can save you some money. But they're stunning, beautiful. I'm so happy with them. I absolutely love them. I just got to keep my cats away from them, but they're so beautiful. So if you want them, buy them while they're on sale for sure, and I'll leave that link below for you. But we still have a couple more weeks left, so we're going to utilize the summer. We're actually going to head down to the Lake of the Ozarks and spend some time down there. And then once the kids go back, we probably won't do as many like trips and things like that, but we are still going to do like day events where there's this place we've never taken the kids on like a float trip before. And so we want to do a float, and there's a 1 mile loop. You don't have to do 3, 4, 5 miles, nothing like that. I don't know that our kids would last that long on a float, but there's a 1 mile loop, but you can keep doing it. You can do it several times if you want to. And that way, if you get tired or worn out or you want to stop and eat lunch, there's picnic tables. You can pull up your cooler and have your lunch, and then go back around for another loop. So that I think would work out so well for us. I cannot wait. We've done it before in the years past without the kids, but we've never taken them. So I want to take them this year. I think that'll be such a fun activity. We also have Johnson shut-ins that it's quite a drive for us, but it's still worth it. It's like old volcanic rock. It's really beautiful. It actually looks like super dark rock, but when you get it wet, you can see like the red tones in it. It's really beautiful. But there's a place where water flows through the rocks. It's actually have to be very, very careful because it can be really dangerous when it's high. But we also like to take the kids there. They've been a couple times, so we might go there once they go back to school, just like as a day trip. I mean, it's an all-day event, but we don't really necessarily stay there. Like, we've been traveling out of state for the summer. We went to Ohio and we went to Tennessee. So I think that kind of traveling is probably over, but we'll still do some more things like during the day. What do you guys have planned for the rest of your summer? Are you kind of like just taking it easy, getting back into the normal routine, or do you have something coming up? I do want to go somewhere, maybe Florida, maybe Vegas. I don't know. We haven't decided, but I want to do something big this year in September, October time, because it's my 40th birthday. My husband didn't really get to have a 40th birthday because he was in the hospital and he had to have life-saving surgery. And it's our 7-year wedding anniversary. So I want to do something super fun. I don't know what yet. A group of our friends talked about going to Vegas. I've never been, so that might be something fun that we do. Or I definitely want to go to the beach. Like, if the Vegas trip doesn't work out, I want to be on the beach. I think that would be lovely. And I think that we can make that happen. So cross your fingers and hope that something works out for us coming up on a vacation. But let me know what type of vacations you're taking, what places you went to, how they've gone this year. We had wonderful times in both. We went to weddings for both of our little vacations that we had, and I really enjoyed both of them. They were so much fun. It was a really great time, and I definitely will go back to Ohio. The place we stayed in was really nice, so I'll definitely be heading back. But tell me what you guys have been up to this summer. I just hit my hand. That's the noise you heard. Yeah, I whacked my hand. My cat is on my desk right now, and she is trying to get my drink, and I was trying to stop her, and I whacked my hand on the desk. So that's what that was. Now she's sniffing my computer. I'm going to have to get her out of here.
Let's take it back a few good years to when the world was ending. Let's take it back to me and you. You called me up and said that you just got your driver's license and that there's nothing we can do. Running every light past the city of Pasadena. Had Cecilia on the radio. Swear I could have died right there and I'd be happy. Guess time tricked me, 'cause where'd it go? And I wonder, I wanna know if life gets any better. Breathe
I got my kitchen all nice and cleaned and tidied and looking perfect, and now I'm gonna come in here and make some food and mess it all up. Isn't that exactly how it happens? But it's okay, it's not that big of a deal. I'll clean it up again. I am going to make some pork chops. I thought we had breadcrumbs and we didn't, so I was just like, I'll see if I can make some on my own. And I didn't have any stale bread, so I just took my bread and put it in the toaster for a little bit and made it a little crispy, and then put it in my food processor, and I put all my seasonings. I was thoroughly impressed with this. I didn't realize how easy it is. It's super simple to make, and so I was super happy with the way this turned out. But I'm just going to get all of this chopped up, and then I make a little egg wash, and I just kind of put all of my pork chops back and forth into each of them, and then make a delicious pork chop. It ends up turning out so good. Now that I've gotten my kitchen cleaned up after making everything for dinner, I'm gonna go ahead and get the floors taken care of, getting my vacuum out, and just thoroughly going over all of these floors. I will do a little quick sweep here and there, but honestly, I feel like the vacuum works the best. I love the Sharks. I use them with my cleaning company as well, and at my own home. I feel like they just work great. The cordless ones, they are very handy, but when I want like a thorough deep clean, I'm gonna pull out the Shark and just go ahead and plug in the vacuum, because I feel like it really gets a thorough, more deep clean. It's just, there's something about the suction when you actually plug the vacuum in that really gets all that grime and dirt and everything off the surfaces. So I'll have everything linked below for you guys if you're interested in any of it. The vacuum, the cleaning supplies, all that. I'll typically leave it linked below. I like to buy a lot of my stuff on Amazon, my multi-surface Mrs. Meyer's cleaner. I'm not a person that has to switch it up with every single season. I love the lavender. I'll use it all year round, all the time. I use it in my client's house. I feel like it smells so good, and you can get the huge massive bottles on Amazon and then just fill up your spray bottles. It works out really well for me, and every time I use it when I'm working at my client's house, because I clean professionally, I've done it for a very long time, probably 10 years. Every time I use the Mrs. Meyer's lavender, they always say how good it smells, so I never go wrong there. I feel like it's a perfect scent that isn't too overpowering, because sometimes if you use the Gain scented ones, or the pine salt even, some people, it just really does give them a headache, so you never know if you're using something that's like overwhelming. So I like to stick with more of like the natural cleaners, so I'll just use the Mrs. Meyer's, and that most people I work for have pets and kids and things like that, so I like to stick with that cleaner. But I'll leave everything linked below so that you guys can check that out. And also, if you made it this far, you must be enjoying the video. So I'm asking you to like, subscribe, all the things. You can hit the bell too, because they'll be notified of the video. I'm sure you've heard this a billion times, but it really does help me out a ton, and it's free for you. So if you're enjoying this video, just at least hit the button and consider subscribing, because it'll help me out. Thank y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.